The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking on the USC Trojans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Playing defensive back, to me, is one of the hardest things to do in all of sports. You've got to be able to run with a world-class athlete who knows where he's going. You have no idea. You can't interfere with him. You can't touch him or it's pass interference. That DB right there did an incredible job.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Monaga. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Scarlet Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, what a nice job finding your matchup, Palmer, on third down. Understanding I got a guy that can catch the ball to the backfield. Nice angle route, getting right there between the linebackers and getting the third down conversion.
It was a really good job, too, David, of the running back that time, setting up like he was going to the flat, and the linebacker gets a little bit too excited. He then puts his foot in the ground, cuts back to the middle. It's an easy pitch and catch, and they get the first down.
He's back to throw on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, going up top. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. And he intercepts it. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
On second down, looking again to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Smart. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage and putting points on the board.
He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. He didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark to give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. He's looking to throw it. Dances away to buy time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better.
Looking deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Keeps it on the bootleg. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
Quarterback moving. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. On second down, wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Monaga. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man on the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Scarlet Knights headed quickly to the line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed.
Nothing but green ahead. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Looking to throw it again. Dances away. Gets rid of it. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Well, this quarterback is going to have to be precise with his timing and his accuracy. He's already thrown a pick. That one got swatted away, guys. We're only in the first quarter. These windows are tiny to throw into.
Slams it ahead. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Snapped it in the shotgun. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. And that one is picked off in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Coming after it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Looking downfield. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's never easy on defense being in a sudden change situation like this. On the very first snap, they take a shot. You're backed up almost in your red zone. Great job forcing an incompletion now to catch your breath, get some momentum.
Slings it downfield. He makes a grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Number 5 with the carry.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? From the gun. Pressure coming. Looking to convert the 2, and he will not. The defense gets to him with the sack. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
Ball lofted up for... picked off.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Rutgers 20, USC 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Miller. Still running at the 40. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Looking to scramble. He's going to fire to the left. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. The Scarlet Knights will hustle to the line. They'll run play action. Unleashes to the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back to its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Throwing right. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Second and 10 after the previous play. He wants to throw it again. Going for it all. Bulldozes his way through. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
But when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
They'll line up to go for two. Pushes for the goal line. He gets it in there again, scored the touchdown, got the two. He's doing his part to mount the comeback. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. Now really back in the game here. Leads down to 12 as they're about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Black. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership. Come out here, lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Floating away. Fires to the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that, obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing?
Looking deep down the right side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got out of trouble and throws.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up, early down play for this QB.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play. Picks up more than 30.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there.
Going downfield for the big play. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Fires toward the target, and it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. The 40. At the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception.
A shot for the end zone. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab outside. It's Monaga.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the 1st down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Using the quick game. Tackle is made after the 1st down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. With the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Scarlet Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He'll set up to throw. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. You better pay it off when you get starting field position like that, going 23 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And guys, USC USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going for the big play. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Going up top. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Snap in the shotgun. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime.
28, USC 14.
And the Scarlet Knights will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Smashes through the tackle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, it's loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Takes a hit as he fires. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? Looking to take a shot. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Fires downfield. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Number 5.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Wants to pass. Throws to the back. To the end zone and is picked off.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
USC 14.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Got some room to run. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Rutgers. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Number 0 scores for the defense.
Here comes the 2-point try. Calls his own number. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6.
14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. He's going to run it. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. And he's thrown another interception.
Intercepted by Rutgers.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play call.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing?
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Ripping through the defense. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Marks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up fourth.
He wants to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Ball in the air, intercepted.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him and forced the incompletion.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Wide open downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The Scarlet Knights moving quickly to the line.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Got a lot of running room. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Of the third quarter, with the score, Rutgers 44, USC 14.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to barge in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And the route is on.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Only reason you can think of for the onside kick here is they want to stick it to him. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to fire deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Steps away. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Escapes trouble, trying to make magic on the scramble. And the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Scarlet Knights want to move quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll let one go down the right side. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Off play action on first down. Buys a little extra time. Fires into the end zone. Got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second and goal for the offense. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 5. With the catch is
How
made.
about this? These guys are going for 2. He's looking to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
58. USC 14.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job.
Boulder, Colorado, one of the most picturesque locations in the world, let alone for college football, and you will see plenty of Buffaloes roaming here. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
They'll throw it on first down. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. And here comes the offense on second down. Handoff from the gun. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Moves away as he feels pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Now improvising. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete and the defense holds.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Buying some time. Lets it fly. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The sweet feet buy a little time. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Quarterback extends the play. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And the pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The give out of the gun. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Spins away from the defender. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So after that pick 6 on the opening drive, a chance here to get a touchdown of their own. He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quicker. That was impressive.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on 3rd down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Powers forward. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. The run to the right. At the 15, he's loose. Got a lot of room to the right. Inside the 40. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Missouri!
Number 8.
My goodness, you're backed up just trying to give yourself some space on offense. Forget that. I'm taking this thing 98 yards to the house. You know what's nice? To almost break the 100-yard rushing mark in one play.
That keeps the score. Missouri 14, Colorado 0.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
No gain on 1st down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Buys a little time with his feet. On the run, fires downfield. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. What a momentum changer as he makes the interception and then takes the return up to the 50. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers!
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Looking for the 2-point try. They want to throw it. It's complete to the right. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Colorado, 0.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinators.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. To the air. It's Cook. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. Turns it on in midfield. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Bucks! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They just cut into this deficit, and now they're trying to get the ball back early with it, and it's slipped out. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd. He's being a little reckless with that football. Threw the interception last time and almost threw another one here.
Golly, that's back-to-back drives. You got to have your quarterback making smart decisions. You can't turn the football over. He's got to get those cobwebs out of his head and start dialing it in.
Lost, the defense is wide open. A gargantuan play by this offense, and the defense reeling as we come to the end of the first quarter.
With the score, Missouri 22, Colorado 8.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Colorado. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Missouri 22, Colorado 14.
I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is in. And the ball slipped out.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense could do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The offense set for a first down play. To throw, it's Sanders. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The give on the inside. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. Second down now after the sack. Dropping back, it's Sanders. On the run, still looking. trying to escape and get it himself.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They got the touchdown, but now they want the two to tie this baby up. He's not going to get there as this defense stops the two-point conversion attempt, and they hang on to this slim lead. Boy, they want to get this back right now, lining up for an onside kick. Oh, and averts disaster by falling on his own fumble.
Now, you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Fires to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. Scanning the field, it's Cook. Keeps looking downfield. Fires to the end zone. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Extending the play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They'll throw it on first down. Had to get rid of it quickly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now adjusting. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Now from inside the red zone. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Got his man quickly. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He's got it for the two-point conversion. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety. Hey, that's a live ball. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback checking off. Looking to pass. It's Cook. He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback. And now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
He'll take another shot here. He's got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going for 6. Touchdown, Tiger. Oh, we've got a shootout.
And how about this play by the offense? First and goal from the 1-yard line. Everything says it's going to be a run. It's going to be a run. Nice job by the offense. A little sleight of hand, throwing the football, getting the touchdown.
He makes his way into the end zone, and they've got a 2-point lead. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to...
Can anyone catch him? And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. From the gun, looking for a man. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Quarterback adapting. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple plays ago because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up a sack. It's going to make this third down really tricky.
And this one splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri!
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Nice catch for the two-point conversion.
Conversion is successful and makes the score Missouri 38, Colorado 31.
And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio.
With the score Missouri 38, Colorado.
So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He throws one to the left. Grabs it inside the 10. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Going up top on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He wants it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. From the gun, the ground game. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble. The Buffaloes have pushed it inside the 20.
Brings up second down.
The give to the lone running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute again.
Looking for a deep man. He's got it inside the 30. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Number 3.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
He chucks one out to the right. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucs! And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Skips away from pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. Two-possession game going for the onside kick here in the third. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. The snap sets up the throw. He's got his man. At the 35, he's got room. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites. You look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
Got him downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Can't get him to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And the Buffaloes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Time to take a shot. Snags it on the right. He's loose. The 30. Running inside the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for a man. It's Sanders. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
They keep attacking through the air.
Well, and you could tell the QB, he drops back and he wants to throw the football. He wants to push it downfield, try to get the first down. Couldn't do it. Nobody was open, couldn't find anybody, took off to scramble. Great job by the defense reacting to it, getting him on the ground, stopping him short of the first down.
Dances away from the heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado! And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They've got it to a two-possession game, but now going for the onside kick here in the third quarter. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfect. Oh, it's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. The sure hands, it's Burden. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Missouri!
Number 3.
About empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Back to pass, it's Cook. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
58, Colorado, 43.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. The throw. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Breaks the tackle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
The end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Missouri.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Looking to throw, it's Cook. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Offense gets set for second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. He's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. After the miss on third down, the punt team is on the field. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Safe completion on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They've got the screen set up. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Throws to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Looking to throw, it's Cook. Going deep. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Trying to take it back.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Shakes off the defender. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Still on his feet at the 45. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. A huge pickup. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The play action fake. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Dropping back, it's Cook. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deep as the deepest, wide as the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's right on target. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They're going to throw it again. Looking for space to the left. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man by himself. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. At this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball. Going over the top. And the DB right with him to knock it away. And the Tigers are in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Cook. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the passes.
Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass, looking to buy time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Still looking on the move. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
You know, you hear the term nickel so much. Most people stay in nickel most of the time because of all the speed in college football and the running quarterback. And you see why it pays dividends. More speed on the field when the QB does take off to go get him on the ground and force a fourth down.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between gonna let it fly, and he makes the catch at the 10. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Defensively, you know you're going up against one of the best receivers in the game. 4 vertical is something you've seen on film a lot. And defensively, you're going to have to mix and match your coverages to try to slow this dude down.
And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
Touchdown, Missouri. Number 3, hauls it in the end zone.
And they'll try to tack on 2. try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And it's a fumble after that huge gain.
It was a golden opportunity on that two-point conversion attempt, but he fumbles. You got to have better ball security. They come away with no points.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Back to pass, it's Sanders. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually, just got to